Hi soulmates, welcome to class. This is the outcome of the trouser that we're about to make. I made it in two different colors. It is just a straight trouser, not fitted and not too loose. You can see how beautiful it looks. Don't you like it? If this is what you would like to see how it was done, please kindly stay tuned to the end of this video. It is quite a short clip on the cutting only, okay? And if you've not subscribed, please kindly do so. If you find this video interesting, thank you for being here with me. I appreciate everything that you've been doing by watching my videos, liking and sharing it. Please, let's do more. Okay, so let's get right into it on the cutting of this beautiful trouser that you're seeing on the screen right now. Okay, first I folded my fabric into two for the front and I marked out a border line for it. This is where my waistline is going to be, and by the side I marked out 1 inch where I'm going to be taking my seam allowance from. Now at the top I'll keep away 1 inch for the band. Okay, however you want the band to be, you keep it away because you're cutting directly on the fabric. 1 inch away for the band, then I'll mark the length of the trouser as you've seen. Now I'm going to divide my hip into 4 to get the crotch depth, still keeping my 1 inch away for the band. Hip divide by 4, and that gives me my crotch depth, and that is what I am actually marking now. Okay, so once you mark that, you use your ruler and cross it over. Now the next thing we're going to do is to get our waist circumference. Now the waist I'm using is the same as the hip, the actual hip circumference, because we are using elastic. And at the crotch depth I added 2 inches to the actual hip measurement. The hip is 41, I made it 43 divided by 4, and that is what I marked. But for the waist I did 41 divided by 4. Now add 2 inches for crotch extension and I'll connect it to the waist. I hope you understand. Now I'm going to curve from the crotch extension to my waistline. I did that, the difference between the waistline and the hip line, so that I can have a little slant on that, and then the trouser is not going to be a fitted one. I need it to be kind of free. I cannot do slash and spread on the fabric, so I had to expand the measurement. So at the front part I'm going to come down by 1 inch and connect it to my waist on the side, okay, to give it a beautiful slant. All right, and then we'll connect it this way. So the upper parts were kind of done. Now we're going to get the midpoint of the trouser, starting from the 1 inch allowance, from the 1 inch allowance where I will be taking my sewing allowance from. Okay, so whatever it is that we have at the middle, I'm going to mark it at the knee length, and I'll also mark it at the ankle length. Okay, finding the midpoint so that we can centralize the trouser and make it straight. So the same thing is what I'm marking at the angle. Now I'm going to have a straight line, and then on that part I'm going to divide my round knee into 4 and mark the answer on both sides in between the straight line. I will do the same thing for the ankle, divide it by 4 and mark the answer, and then I'll connect it to my crotch extension. The parts on the knee, I'll connect it to my crotch extension. You can decide to add half an inch to it so that it serves as your seam allowance. Okay, I'll equally do the same thing on the side, connect it from the hip line to the measurements that we just have on the knee line. Okay, so I'll connect it to the knee line, and then from the knee line I'm going to connect to the ankle on a straight line. All right, so it's just as simple as that. The ankle also are going to be dividing into four, like I've said before, and mark it on both sides. This is together with the seam allowance, half inch on the inner seam and 1 inch on the outer seam. Okay, we'll connect them together and we are done with the front measurements, and we're going to be cutting it out and then placing on the back to cut the back side. Okay, so we have to cut it. This is the front part. Once this is cut, we fold the fabric into two again and place on the back to cut the back. Now the back is just that it's going to have half inch difference because we've already added seam allowance to the front. So add half inch on both sides and then raise the back up by 2 inches, and the crotch extension is by 2 inches extra. Okay, so that is just for the back, and this is it. Isn't this so easy to make? Half inch on both sides, 2 inches on the crotch extension extra, 2 inches on the top, and that is it. So easy and simple to make. Did you understand something from this video? Let me know. Thank you.